All right. So here's what we're going to do. I think some people are still looking at spells, and that's fine. No rush on that. No big deal. I'm gonna ask each of you to describe your character to me. Tell me a little bit about them, and I know some of you have sent me secret information. You do not need to share that at this point in time, obviously. So if you have secrets, keep them. Um, but basically, I want you to each sort of introduce your characters and tell the stream, what the stream viewers should know about your characters.
Backstory, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You can say, I'm a Minotaur Paladin and I'm a badass, or whatever. That's totally fine. Like 2 or 3 sentences. That's all I'm looking for. So,
Got it.
so I'll start with Rye. Will you tell me about your character, please?
Okay. She's a bard. She plays a lyre. She It is clear from the way that it looks that both the lyre and the dagger hold some significance to her. She has a very, very pretty dress and is often found at like a village square or tavern trying to make her living.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
That's great. No, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for subbing, Heather. I really appreciate that. I'm going to make sure I thank you. That's really awesome. All right, so Delilah is Rye's Bard. I will fix the overlay when we take our break, I promise, so that the hit points are correct. Because Delilah has 10 hit points, not 9. She's getting somebody else's hit points right now. She's getting Cass's hit points. Okay, so, all right, Heather, actually, Mrs. Captain Awesome, will you tell us about Cass? Just a few sentences, whatever you feel good with.
Cass is a 19-year-old human girl. She has very long black hair that's kind of wavy that fades to a silvered white at the end. She is an alchemist apprentice, so she has pouches attached to her hips that she holds all of her stuff in. She wears all black with a on her jacket. She has like moon moon and star motifs on it. And I don't know what else to say.
Nope, that's great. I love it. Let's turn you up. I love it. It's perfect. Cool. And she's a sorcerer.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
She's a sorcerer.
And then, all right. So, Cap, will you tell us about? And I'm gonna try and say his name, and you're gonna correct me. Zefran.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. Will you tell us about him?
No, because I'm dying over here.
Why are you dying?
Coughing.
Oh
I just
no!
started coughing. Zefran is a half elf. If you can't tell by the pointy ears. Yeah, so basically he grew up an orphan. He found his calling down at the docks with some shady people. Um, Basically became part of the Thieves Guild and started working through them, doing stuff for them, and participating in all the dock stuff and playing down in the fight ring. That's pretty much it. Yes, he's a monk.
I muted myself on stream accidentally, but that is fantastic. Thank you very much. Messy, will you tell us about Clink?
I will try. Obviously I haven't prepared anything.
It's fine.
Except for 5 minutes ago when you said, let's tell everyone about ourselves.
It's fine. Well, it's always like this the first session. I need to know. The other players need to know.
I've had 2 glasses of wine, so here goes.
Okay.
So my name's Clank. I was formerly a human. My name was John Jobs. I was a young tech entrepreneur, and I tried to utilize ley lines to create a magic as a service tech startup. So non-magic users could cast magic. Things were going great, a little too great, and unfortunately, I believe I was murdered by my business partner. And now I'm a Gearforged called Clank, so I'm looking for revenge.
I love it. So, for those of you who are sort of new to the Midgard setting, Gearforged are kind of like Warforged from Eberron, if you know anything about that. But basically, they are sentient constructs, robots, if you will. And in Midgard specifically, they can be made from the consciousness of other creatures. In this case, in Clank's case, he used to be a human. So he had all of his soul and stuff like embedded into what they call a soul gem. And all Gearforged have soul gems and memory gears and stuff like that. So he used to be something else, but now he is a Gearforged. And then last but not least, Tavros, will you tell us, Bacon, a little bit about your character?
Sure, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. While we wait on Bacon.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
Tavros is a 6'6" minotaur. He big, he dumb, he strong. You obey law, he obey law, and that's all you need to know about him. Like that's really how I'm playing my character. So you guys have fun with that.
Alrighty. Okay.
Like
And
he's a soldier. Sorry, I should probably say that too.
yeah, and he's a paladin. Cool. Oh, and Clank is playing an artificer, whatever. Okay, so I have shared with you guys the Zobeck map. We will be starting in Zobeck, and I had some time to sort of think of, I guess, how to kind of tie you guys all together into, starting together essentially. So there is a constable who needs an NPC name. So if anybody wants to spend eggs on giving me a name, we haven't gotten that started yet. I guess for now we'll call him, I don't know. I'm gonna wait a minute and see if anybody in chat buys a name redeem. Unless somebody here has a name idea. I'm really bad at this. Shit. I needed fucking, like, name tables, you guys know. This is the worst part of DMing, is coming up with names for people.
What did you need the name for?
For the constable, like a police officer, sort of person.
Ingorgio, gotcha.
Sherlock.
Oh, Frederick. Thank you, Ingorgio. Alright, we're naming this Constable Frederick. Alright, so there is a constable, very well known around Zobeck. He is sort of he moonlights as a private investigator. And he has been working with Cass for some time on something, whether Cass wants to share that or not, but
I should have. I'm sorry.
No, that's up to you. I don't want to spoil your guys' secret things. So Cass, if you want to tell them why this PI constable is working with you.
So the constable and I are working together to locate my mother. While I was out shopping, I came home afterwards, and our entire shop and house was ransacked, and my mother had been kidnapped. So I am looking for my mother.
All right. So Constable Frederick. Thanks, Ingorgio, for giving me a shitty name. No, I'm kidding. It's great. Fantastic. Okay, so Constable Frederick, he has come to you, Cass, actually, with an issue. And he has in tow with him Cap's character, Zefran, from the Docks District. And the reason you are with the constable today, Zefran, is because there have been some burglaries, and the guild that you partake in, they have assigned you to look into these burglaries also, because some of them have occurred in a territory, we'll say, that your guild likes to frequent outside of the docks district. If that makes sense. You're catching my drift? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. So,
it's our turf, not theirs.
yeah, something like that.
I got it.
So, Zefran, that's why you're with the constable today. And, Clank, you should have named him Robin. No! Okay, Clank, you will be with the constable on this little excursion today because after you were soul forged into gear forged, the clerk at the soul forging factory, for lack of a better term, has told you that some of your accounts were not paid in full, and the price of your soul forging has not been fully covered. So you are unsure why, because your character had all of his ducks in a row to pay for your soul forging, but something happened along the way with your accounts, and they are negative. And the clerk told you about 10,000 gold pieces negative, which I assume you would think is outrageous because you were sure you had your ducks in a row about this. So anyways, they offered that you could help work off some of the debt while you figure out where your money went. By helping out the local constable. So that's why you are with the constable today.
Okay.
Tavros, being a soldier, I assume you would help out the town guard or something like that. Does that sound equitable to you, or would you like another reason? Bacon?
I'm sorry, what?
Would your character have sort of taken part in town guard type soldierly duties?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They just hired him because he's big, dumb, listens to orders.
All
Like,
right.
That's about it.
That works great. So you're with the constable today, just doing, soldierly town guard sort of things to lend a hand. And Delilah, when you came to Zobeck, was your character sort of looking for work or anything of that nature?
I mean, she definitely, she looked for work, at least, bard work, but she's also looking to improve herself and whatnot, so she would probably also be looking for things in that vein as well.
Okay. So you probably would have seen a posting to meet with the constable at the constable's office. And they're just looking for help to investigate some burglaries. So does that sound like a good reason why Delilah would join in on this?
Yeah, I can see how that would function.
All right, wonderful. So the Constable Frederick has taken all of you. Did I share the map with you guys? It was Zobeck. I did. So he's taken all of you kind of to the southern. Sorry, not southern, because I forget this map is sideways. So north is right.
Oh my
so
god.
So this would be. I hate this. Eastern part of the market district. Towards lower Zobeck, you guys should be able to see some green pins on the map for the kind of area that we will be in today.
Why is north not up?
Because I don't
like EST all
know
over
why
again,
they
right?
did this. I didn't make these maps. Kobold Press
Okay.
did. I think they did it just because it looks better in landscape. But I think it would have just been better if they had it going north, and yeah. Okay.
Say up, like, who cares? Don't listen to names.
Right.
North is north.
No, but this
None.
is a real campaign setting, though. North is right on this map.
No, but
Okay.
it matters because
It-
the top part says west to place, and
Yeah.
one of them says
Yeah.
the north and
The
east.
Minotaur up is north.
Whichever way I walk, that is north.
That's right. Okay.
North
So
and not north.
The constable points out certain areas down here in the market district. He kind of is touring you guys around where some of these burglaries have happened over the last week or so. I need to open a story entry to give you guys information. Uno momento. Okay, so so he takes you around to these 5 different sites and says that all of the robberies have happened at night. All 5 of these sort of burglaries. They've always been at night, and they've all been reported. During one of the robberies, there were 3 unfortunately 3 victims who were murdered as during the robbery, so there were bodies found. Do you guys have any questions for the constable, or what would your characters want to know about these robberies, and we'll go from there.
Nice job.
I mean, it's the middle of the day, so the streets are all busy. There's lots of people out. Who are you stabbing?
Tell me to.
Okay. So Constable Frederick says, Tavros, you know how this goes. We have to find the bad guys first, and then you fight them.
I'm bad guy, son.
Yes. That's what we have these 4 intrepid
I
heroes
point at a
with.
random passerby and say, bad guy?
No, not bad guy.
And I point at another one, bad guy?
No, not bad guy. Listen, Tavros. You see these 4 people here? They're gonna help you find bad guy. So let
The 4
their
people, bad guy?
no. They have brains. They're gonna use them and find bad guy. Then you stab. Okay? Okay. So the other 4 of you, do you guys have any questions for the constable?
As I'm hearing this, I slowly put somebody, like the whole group, between me and the Minotaur. For obvious reasons.
I like it. All right.
I like this guy. He's a go-getter.
I point at a random woman, bad guy?
Maybe.
I start walking towards a woman.
Frederick's just face palming at this point, like,
Is no one really stopping me? Okay. I'm
No,
still
no,
walking towards the woman.
don't start killing people.
Okay, we're just gonna start off with the.
Tavros stops, looks disappointed again, comes back.
Tavros, maybe we can see if there's anything that was the same. Did these people know each other?
All right, I'm gonna have you make a. Let's go with just sort of generic roll here for information.
So,
So what you're rolling for is how much does the constable know, which is apparently not very much. So he says, Constable Frederick says, I don't know if any of the victims knew each other. Sorry, that's, I guess I'm failing at my investigating job.
How long have you been doing this?
Is he telling the truth?
I have been private investigating for many years now, actually, shockingly.
Did they
Do you
all
normally-
break in the same way?
So all of the burglaries happened on the streets. There was no breaking or entering. Did that insight roll not go
Oh,
to
it was
you,
like a-
Rye?
I did not get one.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't go.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes. He seems to be telling you the truth.
So are we at like the
Seems odd that
burglary one?
anyone would admit to being terrible at their job. I'm just saying.
Clink, you guys are wherever you want, but he has given you a tour of each of the burglary sites, and they were all in the streets.
I guess I would just ask him what are your thoughts,
Um,
Constable Frederick?
well, my thoughts would be to talk to some of the victims. I think that would be a great first step.
All right, well let's do it.
All right.
I mean, you have more experience than any of us, you know. So whatever gets us over this little task the fastest,
Oh,
let's do
right,
that.
right. I forgot to tell you. I have several appointments, especially regarding a case I am working for Cass off the record. So I won't be able to help you all out with this very much, which is why I've hired you to take this case on. That being said, if you can find the burglar, that's the right word. If you can find the burglar and bring him in for processing, the payment will be 25 gold pieces to each of you. And if you can't bring in the burglar for some reason, like my friend here, Tavros, might, rip his head off or something like that, then it'll be 10 gold pieces to each of you if you can just prove that the burglar was dealt with.
Smart man.
Okay.
Almost as smart as Tavros.
So I've showed you each the 5 sites. You can go back there, and he hands you like a piece of parchment with like some of the names of the people who reported the crimes. So you guys can use that sort of automatically know like who to go talk to. So he hands you a piece of parchment with the victims and the information, witnesses. Thank you. And and he says, well, best of luck. You can find me at the constable's office whenever you're ready. And he like trots off.
Before he trots off, I touch him on the shoulder and I say, thank you so much for all that you're doing to find my mother.
Oh, my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Yes, I am on top of it. And then he kind of like tips his hat at you, like a fedora tip, and trots off. Sorry, you guys. I swear I prepped. I just didn't prep that much, apparently. Okay. All right. So you guys have a piece of parchment that sort of, says who some of the people involved in these burglars are. You can talk to them if you want. Or what would you guys like to do? Oh shit! Thanks, Rye, for the subscribe.
Had to get the okay.
Thank you so much.
I guess I have, like, I'm looking at the piece of parchment. I'll sigh, like, well, let's go start interviewing people. Whoever's at the top of the list, we'll go there.
Yeah,
I say we should go there.
Okay.
Point at the piece of paper and say, bad guys?
Maybe Tavros.
If we go to the places, then we can find the bad guy.
Sounds
Maybe.
great to me. All right. So the first name on the list is for a woman named Cherie, and she runs like a little flower shop. And this would be burglary number 1. I know if you guys click that, there's no information there, but I'll type some stuff there for you. And then maybe now if you guys open it, it'll just say her name and her occupation. So is that where you guys head to first? To Cherie's little flower shop?
Sure.
All right. When you get there, you can see Cherie is kind of out on the little front porch. It's about noon, so kind of midday. And she's just watering some hydrangeas she has outside of her little flower shop. Hi. What can I do for you? She says as like the 5 of you just sort of like walk up.
I just say,
Grab a flower and start chewing on it.
what was her name again? It's on our list, right?
Yeah, Cherie.
Cherie. I say, hi, is it you, Cherie?
I am. Your friend is eating my flowers?
Cherie, I have some questions for you, okay?
Uh-huh.
We work for the
Just the
constable. We're
blood
trying to get to the
flowing.
bottom of this.
I'm
Why don't we
just
walk
sitting here,
inside
like,
and
snickering under my hood.
Okay, it's like a lot. Is he gonna eat all of my flowers?
I'm trying
Cherie.
to get Tavros to stop eating the flowers.
I look sad. Like walk over.
You have to pay for the flowers. You can't eat the flowers.
Can I look at? I want to look at Tavros and then point to Cherie and be like, maybe bad guy. Okay, come here.
Here. And grin.
Maybe. Stay with me.
Okay. Okay, let's see if she's gonna notice you saying that. Here we go. How quietly
I mean, I just said it out loud, so
okay,
she could notice it.
Okay, you don't have to roll that. All right, so she just looks aghast, like she has no idea what's going on. Excuse me?
So, okay, so now we gotta ask her questions. Okay, so Cherie, if that's your real name, all right, where were you at when this burglary happened? I'll give her the details of the burglary.
I was upstairs. I live on top of my shop.
Well, we all live somewhere, Cherie. All right, don't be short with me. Answer the question.
Clank,
You were here.
Clank.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one who had the things taken from.
Oh no,
the
no,
burglar
no.
took things from her.
No, she's a suspect.
I wasn't burglarized. I witnessed a burglary though.
Oh, she was a witness.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the bad
Suspect.
guy.
I've already reported this to Constable Frederick, so I'm not sure why you're here.
No worries, Cherie. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong list. All right, it happens. It's been a long day. What can you tell me about the burglary?
Well, it was about 2 a.m, and I heard this awful clanking sound out in the street, and I thought it was very strange because it was so late at night and it was very noisy.
Delilah eyes clank suspiciously.
Do you have a problem with clanking in general?
No, it was just a horrendous sort of sound. Have you ever dropped a whole bunch of money? You know the sound it makes when it hits the little cobblestone floor? Yeah, it was like that, but a big amount of money just clanking everywhere. That's what it sounded like, and I've already reported this. I told the constable so.
Yeah, no, I got you. You know, we're just doing up a report, okay? You told the constable, but I want to do my own independent report. Just stick with me, all right?
Okay.
So you heard? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just curious, like, if she's telling the truth, I guess.
I got you.
I'm looking to see if there's anything I can tell from how she's presenting herself while telling us the story.
So, she looks really confused, but she seems to be sort of recounting what she saw. She seems truthful. She just looks a little distraught and a little confused at, like, what the fuck are you guys doing in here?
5 random people showed up, and one of them's eating her flowers.
No, I'm actually went over and started chewing another flower because I got bored.
She is actively trying not to look at you while you're eating her flesh. She turns away and she's like getting stressed out.
Cass at first tries to get Tavros to stop eating the flowers
Let
and
her
then just
hand away.
gives up.
Okay, so getting back to Cherie, right? I'll look back at her. Like, okay, so you heard some clanking, some what sounded like possibly money falling.
Yeah,
And then
but
what
a
did you
lot
do?
of it. I
got it.
The most.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
What did you do then?
I ran outside, and by the time I got outside, I didn't see anything except my neighbor across the alley, and she was just lying in the street, and she had scratches all over herself, and I, shook her awake, and when she came to, she didn't even know what had happened.
Did you see anyone? Have you seen anyone suspicious in the area lately?
No, not at all. I know all of my neighbors, and I get a lot of frequent, the same customers all the time. People who like to buy flowers for their spouses and flowers for weddings, and sometimes I provide flowers to the Arcane Collegium for their events.
Yeah, I can see your flowers seem very, I'll turn to look at Tavros. Delicious.
Right.
On bad.
What is he, by the way? I've never seen anything quite like him before.
I turn around, look at her, and me.
She, like, recoils.
Please say good guy.
Yeah, he's on our side. Don't worry. I am really
Okay.
sorry about the flowers.
Do you speak? She, like, looks at you. Like, she has no idea what you are.
I growl.
Oh, okay. She's,
Eating
like,
her flowers now with a
cowering.
So did your neighbor across the street have a business as well, or just you?
Yes, she runs she fixes watches, clockwork devices.
By the way, how? I just saw this now. How tall is the ceiling in here?
It's like 8 feet tall.
Okay.
Not like impressive, but not like a
I'm just
hovel.
wondering because if we go into some houses, I might have an issue.
Yeah, how tall are you?
6'6".
Oh, okay. That's, I mean,
my
I
God,
think
look
you'll
at
fit
Jordan.
most places. You might have to duck
Well, I don't
sometimes.
know how tall my horns are though.
Oh, yeah, probably like, they probably add on like an extra foot. Okay.
Okay,
So I'm almost touching the ceiling then.
Yeah, you're probably close. You know,
6
just
inches away or so.
duck a little.
6 inches is a lot for what I'm told. Okay.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. So, what is it? Cat. I forgot her name
Cherie?
already. Cherie, thank you. I was looking at cats, and that's all I could think about. Anyway, Cherie, did you see any evidence of the clanking that you heard?
There were a few silver coins in the road by the time I had run out there. This is why it's so strange. I heard the loud noise. I ran out, and then there was my neighbor and 3 silver coins on the floor, but there was nothing around that could have made such a loud noise. Do you understand me? It's
Yeah, I understand.
bizarre.
Pointed in the direction at all of where she saw her neighbor fall.
Right. If you walk right out into the street, right in front of my shop. And she like starts walking out, and then she stands in the middle of the alley and she like stamps her foot right here.
Cass just starts looking around. I want to see if I can see any indication of like a fight or anything like that. I ain't seeing nothing.
Yeah,
I
no.
walk out.
It is an alley, I think. I
Yeah.
think we're in an alley.
Yeah, it's like
Walk
Maybe.
outside.
a really
look at her.
narrow street in between all of these shops here.
As I walk outside, I look at her and point at the lilacs and say, "Best ones, charge more," and keep walking outside.
Certainly. He does talk.
Okay, so the shop across from her, the one that got burgled, is it open?
Yeah, it's not open. And when she sees you like look over there, she says, "Oh, she's still in the hospital."
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on then. Unless, do you guys have any other questions for Cherie?
Yeah, I have 2 things. Okay, when I walk out, can I try to like steal a couple lilacs?
Sure. Let me get a sleight of hand check from you.
I hope it's a 1. Oh my god.
Who was really close to that one?
Oh goodness.
So do you like tuck it into like your jacket or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she
That
doesn't.
one cat.
She doesn't even notice.
Okay. And then when I come out, can I like look around for like typical like like a path that maybe like a thief would take to get away from a scene? Like if there's like a small space in between buildings?
Oh yeah,
or-
there's tons. So there's like so all of these shops are like really close together, but a lot of them have like side alleys where like their trash bins are and things like that. Think like, New York, 1920s New York. So like everything's really, really close together. The roadway is only about 8 feet wide, so it's pretty narrow. You could barely fit a horse and cart down this road. And yeah, like every other building, there's like a little alleyway in between the buildings where the trash bins are and things like that. So yeah, there's tons of, different routes any sort of burglar could take.
Okay. I didn't know if there would be like one that was like maybe that led up to roofs or like down into the sewers or something.
Yeah, I mean, some people have like ladders going up to the second floors for whatever reason. There maybe somebody down the way is getting their awnings painted. Yeah, there's tons of awnings. Most of these little shops here have a second story. That's where the shop owners typically live. They live above their shops. But yeah, so it's all really kind of crowded, kind of busy, kind of hectic, a little chaotic. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I had. I was just trying to see if there'd like maybe get a pattern if there was like a same path that maybe they took or something at these other spots when we go to.
Yeah. There's several. Yeah.
It's good.
Okay. Did anyone else have questions? All right. Let's look at. I guess I'll go to the second name on our list.
All right. The second name on your list would be. I was checking to see if chat had bought any more NPC names, but here we go. I will name this person.
Oh, and as we're walking away from the flower shop, I pull the lilacs out and give them to the Minotaur.
Aw. You got some lilacs, Tavros.
I didn't think this character through right now. Hold on, give me a second.
Trying to buy off.
New game. Who dis? New character. Who dis? Okay, so the second name on your list is for. It just says Rudy. Oh, I gotta add that one to the. I got a new name for the next one. And Gorgia didn't buy it, but that's fine. I'll allow it. Sorry. Okay, so Clank. The next name on the list is a name Rudy, and the location is for a parchment shop.
All right. To the parchment shop we go.
And this would be Burglary 2 on the map. All right, so when you get there, you don't. Rudy's not outside, and his shop actually looks closed.
I'll go up and take the door.
Noon, for the record.
Like really, like rap on it.
All right. You rap on it a few times. There's no answer.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we look around and see if it looks like somebody's kind of watching us or trying to see?
Absolutely. I'm gonna get an investigation roll from everybody. I have too much stuff open. I'm not used to playing on one monitor.
Yes.
I noticed.
Hey,
Look at
Dang, look at those
yeah,
rolls.
-1, guys. It's going well.
All right, so you guys, so Clank raps on the door. There's no answer a few times. So you kind of all maybe fan out and start looking around. There is somebody at the next business next to the parchment shop. The sign is being repainted. This guy, he's up on a ladder and he's repainting the sign. And if you look in, it doesn't look like there's anything in there. As for the parchment shop where Rudy works and is from, the shades are actually drawn on the windows, so you can't see inside very well. So anyways, yeah, there's this guy and he's like up on a ladder and he's painting the sign for the next shop over and he's kind of like looking at you guys as you're all like snooping and looking in the windows and stuff like that. And he's like, "Can I help you?"
Hi.
Yeah, you seen Rudy?
Oh yeah, Rudy. He's down at the docks today.
It's official constable business.
Oh yeah, for them burglaries, yeah.
Yeah, what do you know about those?
Just that some poor little lady was she didn't do so well. Right out here. Right there in the street.
What's your name? What's your name, guy?
Oh, me? I'm Jamal.
Jamal, why don't you come down here for a sec?
He climbs down.
So is this your shop?
Yeah, I just bought it a few weeks ago.
What are you gonna open?
You know, my wife loves knitting, so I think we'll be selling some booties and hats and scarves and stuff.
So
Why
you
isn't this guy named Xavier?
so you do this for the wife, huh?
Oh, yeah, you know, you happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. I gotcha. So I mean, how did you hear about the burglary?
Oh, well, you know, Rudy, well, we've been friends for a long time. I've known him pretty much my whole life. He came on, banging on over here and, just said that there was a monkey out here or something, and poor little Jane down the road, I don't know what she was doing out at night, but, yeah, she was all scratched up and banged up, and I didn't see no monkey. But yeah, they took her on down to the infirmary, so that's where she's been.
All right, gotcha. Were you here the night of the burglary or the day, whatever, whenever the burglary happened?
Well, I mean, I didn't see it happen, but like I said, Rudy came banging on my door and said he saw a monkey attacking Jane or something, and I came out to help. But by the time I got out here, I didn't see no monkey. I just saw Jane, poor thing. She's all scratched up and bleeding in the street.
You know Jane?
Oh, yeah, I know Jane.
What can you tell me about Jane?
Oh, Jane, she's, you know, like 50. She's human. Some people say she had a shadow fae grandma, but, you know, who knows if that's true. Anyways, nice old lady. She does, deliveries for milk. She's a milk delivery lady.
All right. Yeah, okay, good stuff. All right, so Jane was attacked. Rudy said it was a monkey, but you didn't hear anything, right?
No, I didn't hear anything until I heard Rudy hollering and banging on my door.
So Rudy heard the
Katie's telling the
monkey
truth.
and
I wanna see if he's telling the truth as well.
Coming right up. So, to clarify, Jamal's story is Rudy was banging on his door, woke him up in the middle of the night. Rudy claimed he saw a monkey attacking Jane, and by the time Jamal got there, Jane was just bleeding in the street. He saw no monkey.
Okay. Anything else you can tell us about the burglary?
Do we know what was stolen?
Oh, yes. Apparently all of her money was stolen, and she had, like, a few days' worth of wages on her. So, you know, quite a bit of money for us, people like us.
A monkey, huh? Do you know any evil monkeys around?
No, I'm sure, you know, Rudy, he's, you know, kind of young. Maybe his imagination got the best of him.
does he go to the docks quite often?
Oh, yeah, he likes fishing down there, and he's friends with the barge right, Masker. Which, Cap, your character would know who that is.
Okay, but have I like seen Rudy? Have I heard the name Rudy down there before?
Now that you think about it, yeah, there's like this, 19, 20-year-old kid who likes to come fishing and he thinks he's all tough, but he's not. Like that, sort of personality. And he hangs around the sailors and he wants to be like that, but he's just kind of young and disillusioned.
Yeah, still wet around the ears.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. What did Rudy sell? What's Rudy's shop all about?
No. Rudy doesn't own the parchment shop. His parents do, but they've been out of town for a few months. So he's kind of let it fall by the wayside. Hasn't been open in months.
Tragedy.
Indeed.
Right. That's all. I mean, that's all I had. Do you guys have anything?
Oh, right, your guys' insight check. Sorry. Wow, I'm the worst dungeon master ever. You guys can't... I mean, it seems truthful enough to you. Sorry, ladies.
Looking at the sky.
Can I ask how many people are on my list of witnesses?
There are 3 more names.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, unless you guys have something, I'm ready to go to the next one.
I mean, did y'all want to go talk to Rudy? I think I've ran into him before down at the docks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. I'm down for that.
I mean, how far are the docks from our current location? Because
If-
it might be
They're
faster
pretty
than-
far.
Yeah, if you walk, it's going to be like a 40-minute walk. There are like little cart type ferry things, sort of public transportation system, if you will. And you could probably wait about, 5 to 10 minutes out on one of the main roads and catch a little cart ride over there, but it'll cost you money. Not very much money. It's like
I don't
2
think I'll
copper
spend one.
pieces.
We can save it for last if you want.
That's fine. I think I've ran into him before. That's all I know.
All right. Good to know.
All right.
All right. You guys want to
I'm
go?
still distracted just by looking at the sky.
So to expedite sort of on the rest of these, because I don't have NPCs and all that for all of them. But basically you guys go to each location and at each of them, the next 3, we'll say 2 of the people you interview state that they saw or heard a monkey-like creature. Somebody was attacked in the nighttime and all of their money was stolen. And then at one of them, their story is more similar to Cherie's. They heard, this huge metallic clanking sound, like ear-deafening loud. They heard somebody scream, came out, and that one would be the one where the people who were attacked did not make it. They did not survive. So yeah. So you get... That's sort of the information you collect while you're...
A monkey?
Bad monkey. Well, I mean, is there anyone that's known to have a bad monkey around? Is there, I don't know.
Come on down to the Bad Monkey Emporium.
Yeah, would any of that, the metallic sound with the monkey-like creature, sound like anything I've heard of or seen in town or read about?
Let's see. I know my alphabet. So it's a tough one. Maybe you read a story about a let me pull something up. Sorry.
It's okay.
One of these is bound to have artwork. Yeah, so you have heard of these like little creatures. They're not native to this area, which is weird, but maybe you read a book about them. And they are called Valkrungs. And they love shiny things. They will steal and loot and scratch somebody's face off if that person was carrying something that this little creature wanted. But they're not native to this area, so it's weird. Right? Like that'd be weird to have one in Zobeck. But nevertheless, it's like the closest parallel you can draw.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, we could go to like. There's a tavern just west of us, of these burglaries, and see if anyone has heard anything about someone with a Valkrung
Or a monkey.
or a monkey. Any objections?
So we're going north.
Yeah, we're going west northwest.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and take our mid break here. Bacon, while we're on break, will you please PM me what time you need to cut out at? We're just gonna take a quick little 7-minute break. I just have to use the restroom and get a drink. And then we'll pick up
the overlay.
and fix the overlay, and then we'll pick up until Bacon has to go because he has to cut out early. So during the break, I'm going to turn the music on and mute all the other sounds, so there will be some music and my little break stream, and we'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes, give or take. All right, you guys, I just have to use the restroom. BRB. right. Okay. I'm back, technically. I'm just gonna fix
Welcome
the
back.
overlay really quick because I didn't do that. I use restroom and whatnot. I did
Anyone?
not mean to close that. What'd you say, Bacon? Hello?
No, I'm laughing at White Cat posting.
So bear with me for a moment.
Cap I love.
It's accurate, right?
It's fantastic. Yeah, it is.
Just need a couple minutes to fix this. You guys, I'm so sorry. Alright, player 2 is Cass. Player 3 is Clank. Thank you, Sven, for the cheer. I'm sorry I missed it right when we were going to break. Clank has 12 hit points. Is that right?
Yep.
You have hella hit points. I'll fix this stuff later. Sizes and whatnot. Just trying to get it all started. Your armor class is only 10? You didn't get any armor?
Oh, I think I forgot to equip it. Oh, wait. I got clothes. Hold on.
Did you get the gear from your class?
I think so.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they don't start with armor. They might not. Some classes don't start with armor, like barbarians and whatnot. Wizards. Okay, player 4 is Tavros. I don't have to move yours at all. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I got crossbow, thieves' tools, and tinker's tools.
Oh yeah. So no armor.
I have a shirt. Okay, clothes fine.
Check. Open the artificer thing. It might also be a choice between two different armors too. Just read on the artificer like entry. You might have to make a choice.
Oh, A, studded leather armor, or B, scale mail. You start with the following equipment. Okay.
So you just gotta pick one or the other.
And I can just add that as equipment.
Yeah, just drag it from the items library to your equipment tab. Cap's character's name is so long. Trying to make it fit. It's fine. And then your current hit points, total hit points. We are almost ready, stream. You guys, I am so sorry for all of this. Working out the kinks. Working out the kinks. And okay. I fixed the overlay. It's a little messy. I'll, make it look better next time, but at least all the correct numbers are in the correct spots. All right. Okay, so you guys said you were going to the tavern. Which tavern are you going to?
The one that's west north of us, number 31. Sorry, I have a million things open, or I'd look.
Okay. That is the Wheat Shaft Tavern. So Zefran, you are familiar with this tavern. It is a sort of hangout for a lot of questionable people.
All right, let's go. Let's go have some fun.
All right. Let me. I have information. Let's see. Okay. Man, I really wish it would tell me who operated this place, but it doesn't. Great. Chat. We need an NPC name.
Would I be familiar with this as well, being from the market district? Myself?
Yeah. So you would know that the wheat sheaf rather. Wait, why is it? It said 31, right? Yeah, the wheat sheaf. Sorry, I can't read. Yeah, so this tavern is kind of known. There's a lot of bar fights all the time. Sometimes people go there to like buy drugs or sometimes the local thugs will take people there and like beat them up and like leave them outside as like a message to somebody. Just sort of, one of the like a really rough and tumble kind of tavern. So do you guys actually, are you going in, what's the plan here? It's only like, we'll say now it's like 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, there. I say we go in and talk to the keep.
All right. What do you say to the barkeep? The barkeep here is like this giant, really rotund tiefling. He is wearing like a red shirt. He's got like a apron on because he's getting ready for the evening bar rush or whatever. He's just this huge, really bulky tiefling.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I have one quick question. So, under the artificer class, I was looking through it, and under equipment, I can start with any 2 simple weapons of my choice. But then there's also the artificer starting gear kit.
Yeah, so you
It
get
comes with a crossbow. I get
Yep.
So I get 3 weapons, right?
Yep, you get all of
Okay.
those things. You get the
Okay.
any choices that it gives you. You got to pick, and then you also get whatever packages I put underneath. So, do any of you guys like talk to this big burly tiefling dude?
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him.
All right.
Hey man, what's your name?
Schmo, yes, I do. Sorry, I was answering a question in chat. He says his name is Gerard. Fuck it. I need a fucking
Gerard.
table.
Hey Gerard, we're here under official constable business. There was a series of burglaries that happened. Have you heard of them?
Fuck the constable.
Whoa! Where's this coming from?
That guy, he's a useless piece of shit.
All right, well, look, man, I'm just here doing a job. All right, you're an entrepreneur, right? You understand doing a
I
job.
work for the constable, right?
I mean, kinda, yeah, you do.
I mean, we're all
I
doing this
just
for him.
start walking towards him, pulling out my spears. Bad guy.
Yeah. Say, whoa, Tavros. Maybe.
So Gerard, he looks at Zefran, and he sort of has like this.
I'm trying to like hide my face that like I'm with this group like, working for the constable.
Oh, but he's already noticed you. So Gerard,
Well, I mean, like if everyone else like sit me on, like I'm just trying to like.
he sees you kind of like duck away, and he's like, "Hey, you're not gonna tell your little friends here? Do they know where they're at? Do they know who I am? You might want to tell them to shut the fuck up."
Hey guys, let's not bad guy.
Oh, I'm a bad guy, but not the kind of bad guy you want to fuck with.
So who is Gerard? Like, is he like a human?
He's a tiefling, a big, burly fucking tiefling. So basically, you guys are
time for a
in.
TPK. I might go stab him.
You guys are in kind of like a really seedy tavern where a lot of people do bad business, and he owns this place. So you can imagine that they sort of protect him for letting them, like mobsters and gangsters. He lets these people do their business in his tavern, so he's probably being protected by them, which all of this Zefran would probably know.
Oh.
I'm keeping it away from them because I don't want them to know I'm
Yeah,
not shady.
yeah,
Like,
I got you. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil your secrets.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, so he's kind of trying to be like, you guys don't want to fuck with me, because if you fuck with me, you're fucking with a lot of other really powerful people.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna try and step between Gerard and Clank and try to use like my little girlish wiles. Gerard, I know that you run a very important establishment. But
That's right.
now, we're trying to figure out who stole and killed people, and we're curious if you guys had heard anything. Taverns are great places to learn information, and we're just seeing if maybe you'd heard anything.
Oh, honey, Gerard hears everything, and he like warms up to you just like instantly. And he says, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They say it's like some fucking monkey or something, right?"
Right. It kind of from what I've heard, it sounds like a Valkrung. If I said that wrong, my bad.
Yeah, no,
She
you
would
got
know
it.
How to say it. Have you ever seen or heard of anything like that? And I'm gonna bat my eyes.
Well, I'll tell you a secret, but it'll cost you.
I giggle a little bit. Like what?
Like, I don't know, you and your other pretty little friend over there, and he like looks at Delilah. You guys, come back around here sometime.
I look at Delilah and kind of turn all the way away from him so he can't see my face. I'm like, ah! I just make that face. I don't make that sound.
I'll walk up to the bar and like lean against it.
I'll just
I'm
hide
like
in the
over my
wall.
head now.
I will.
How about I just owe you one?
Okay, right. What did you want to do? Since he pointed you, called you out.
I was gonna say, like, I just kind of like shook my head with like this like, oh child kind of smile at Cass, and then just like kind of nodded and gave him a little smile back toward him.
Okay, all right. So he's like grinning. You have no idea what the fuck like he wants out of you guys essentially, but he wants you guys to come back at some point. So, he says, "Okay, look, I'll tell you a secret, okay? I have friends who like to, sell things you can't really get here in Zobeck. So, like, maybe somebody bought a pet. Maybe somebody lost a pet. Who knows? I do know those little Valkrung things. They fucking love to build nests, and they're kind of like you. Have you ever read stories about a dragon who like gets a bunch of shit, puts it in a cave, and then like sits on it for years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so these little monkeys, they're just like dragons in that regard. They like to get a lot of shit and store a lot of shit and then sit on it. So if I was
The
you,
closest to me in the party.
say that again.
Who's the closest to me in the party?
I don't know.
I'm like right up next to him.
I mean, I've stepped back some.
I want to know who like the closest is, just for purposes.
Probably
Or-
Clank or
Right.
Zefran. They both sort of, or
All right, I tug on Zefran's like cloak or robe or whatever. I'm like, monkeys are dragons.
No, they act like dragons.
these monkeys act like dragons.
Breathe fire too.
Yes, breathe fire, fly around.
So he continues on. He's like, so if I was this monkey and I was like stealing a lot of shit, I'd probably be finding a place to, fucking keep all my shit. Some abandoned house or something.
Look back on Zefran's shoulders. Why would they keep shit?
Shit, stuff,
He
my
doesn't
man.
mean literal shit. He means shinies.
So
It's great fertilizer.
if I was you, I'd go see where the fuck
Well,
this
but
monkey
get used to this. I'm just saying.
stole shit from, and like what's in the middle of all of that. Are there any houses he could be holing up in? The thing probably doesn't want to go very far from wherever it's storing all of its shit, yeah?
Gosh, Gerard, you're so smart.
I know, they tell me all the
Should check out
time.
houses.
This had better work on the first female NPC we come upon.
I mean, you guys met Cherie and tried to steal her flowers.
Did
I
not
ate
try.
them.
I did.
I mean, fucking Bacon ate them.
A few.
It's great. It's great. So, yeah. So basically, he's telling you, what's in the middle of where the monkey has been stealing shit from. Maybe it's like nesting somewhere.
All right, let's go find an empty house or an empty building.
Alrighty. So we will expedite this. So you guys are kind of going back to the area where all the burglaries occurred, correct?
Yeah. Good job, by the way, Cass. That was good.
What?
I said good job, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I kind of stand next to Lila. I'm like, that was really scary. He's really scary.
I walked past him. He's a teddy bear. Don't worry about it.
Pretty much. He's a lover, not a fighter.
I was gonna try to appeal to like his oh, you don't want other businesses and women and children getting ransacked. Run your business.
Okay, Tavros, will you make that investigation check? Did it go through to you? Bacon? There he is. Oh, nat 20 with a -1. That sucks. So, all right. So Tavros, Cass, and Delilah, you guys are all you all go back and you all sort of fan out. And who knows what the fuck Clank is doing? He's like staring at the sky. And Zefran, you're doing all right, but you hear Delilah, Cass, and Tavros like all at the same time. I think I found it, or whatever they would say, as they're all staring down this like abandoned 2-story building. It's got like a stone and timber like construction, and there's a couple of like sort of decrepit buildings on either side of it, but they still look functional and still look like people are living in them and using them or whatever. But this one, it's all boarded up on the outside, and there's like 2 silver coins like right on the front steps. So if you guys give me a moment. And unfortunately, this did not have the freaking line of sight stuff done already, so we have to use the old masking methods that we used to use in Classic, but it's fine. Well, whatever. We're gonna roll with it.
Now notice to the left.
Yeah, I
What a
know.
crazy world we live in.
Alright, so you guys are kind of on the front steps. There's 2 silver pieces. Whoever picks them up can put 2 silver pieces on their inventory tab. Ready, fight over it.
Oh, okay.
Great, I love it. Alright, yeah, so what do you guys do now?
Yeah, we send Tavros in.
Oh, I didn't mean to lock the tokens. Hang on. So everything, when you guys get up to the front door, it is, like, bolted shut. There's, like, wooden boards across it, and they even put, like, a chain and a lock, over everything. Lock in the front. Hang on, let me unlock the tokens. I don't know how to use Fantasy Grounds Unity, you guys. There we go. Okay, tokens are unlocked, so you guys can move freely, just don't go, like, in the building.
Okay, bye.
What'd you do? Where do you go? Okay. Okay, hang on. Maybe we get some more room. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll just give you guys a little bit more room all the way around. Okay. I mean, you can certainly sit here and, like, you know, pull all the, you know, strength, your brute force your way into it if you want. Sure. So top. Yeah, I mean, so like it's got like huge boards and they're like nailed to the door frame and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like boarded up. So we'll do this for the breaking the door down, and then Cass, you wanted to do what again? I'm sorry, run it by me. Yes, it's you know, pretty dark in there. You can so Cass, as you're looking around kind of like at each of the windows, you notice that in the second story, part of the roof on the second story is kind of like collapsed in. So that might be an alternate way in, as Tavros sort of struggling with the boards in front. And Delilah, looking in through like the little cracks of the boards and whatnot, you can see inside a little bit. Not great. It's sort of like disheveled in there. There's not a lot of furniture left. It's really dusty. It just looks like a, you know, pretty abandoned house that hasn't really been used much in a long time. I mean, you can try and just, hard scale the walls. There's a lot of boards you can use as like footholds, and you could grab onto the gutters, and somebody, if they were pretty good at, it's like 25 feet tall, I guess, if you would count the roof. 10 feet per floor, give or take. Top Rails is making a little. He's got like one board loose now. We'll give him another strength check. He's slowly making progress. Oof. It's a little better. You've got a couple more boards loose. If somebody wants to help him, you could get like advantage on the roll.
I mean, my strength is 10.
Well, it wouldn't matter. If you're helping him, then he would just have advantage on the roll.
Oh, well, all right, I'll help him. I'll walk up and start pulling on boards with him.
All right, so it's your little tail wag. Do you have a little cow tail? All right, Bacon, make sure you press the advantage before you make the roll. All right, there you go. All right, so you just like, now that Clank is there and he's sort of helping you rip these boards off, you got enough off that you could probably try and I guess open the door. It is chained shut though. I mean, it's fine. I'll say you rip the whole chain, like the chain and whatever board it's attached to. You just like rip the whole thing off. The door frame is like hanging off by like a few nails. And the door just like sort of creaks open. All right, so you get the front door open. Whoops. I don't know how to work this because I got all used to the Rick and Morty being like all fancied up. Okay. All right. So, there's like wood and plaster and soot and stone littering the floor in here. It used to be a really nice marble floor, but it's not nice anymore. There's a couple of like torn up, like ruined chairs. And then there's a table. It looks like you guys are in sort of like a lobby or a waiting area of whatever this building used to be. And then there's a door here, right there, and then a door here.
All right, I'll check the eastern door up here.
You can go by, like, when we're in a building, it doesn't really matter which way is north, right? So you can use actual our north, southeast, because I think that'll make it easier for me. But all right, so that door does not seem to be locked or anything like that.
All right, can I hear, like, if I put my ear up to it, do I hear anything in there?
Yeah, you don't hear anything. Just sort of silence.
Okay, Tom goes, you want to go in first? I'm a spellcaster, I guess. I gotta get used to not going in first. I guess I'll just, Top Rope's bad guy. Doc went at the door.
He said where?
To the east. Inside. Maybe.
Okay, all right. So you swing the door open, and This. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know how to work Fantasy Grounds Unity. Okay, one second. All right, okay. This. I'm so dumb. Okay, the little divider in here was not a wall; it was a counter. So you guys could have seen everything. Yeah, okay. I'm fucking sorry. So yeah, it was a little counter. I'm sorry. Anyways, there's like a portrait on the back wall, and there's like some drawers built into the little countertop here that open from like this side of it, you know, so somebody would stand here and yeah, like a bank teller. Anyways, and then there's a portrait on the wall, but it's like covered in soot and grime, so you can't actually tell what the portrait is of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so you can like walk behind the counter now. There is a door here. Oh, sorry, I just showed it. That's a door. Oh, wow, I'm sorry. Oh, there's also a door over here. You guys, I suck. Oh, we're gonna split the party? Oh, okay. Alright. No, you can open them. The drawer you open is empty. Yes, you do. Alright, you spend a few minutes opening all of them, and you find one silver piece, and it is dusty AF. There's still 2 silver on the front steps. Alright. I know. Look, I can only do one thing at a time. Okay, I'm one person. I'm not a computer.
I'm a computer.
Kinda, yeah. Okay, oh my gosh, I don't like this. I wish it had, like, the little automatic stuff. I should have did that. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so the door that you just opened, it opens to, like a small little hallway. And there's another door in this hallway that's ajar, like already open. And then there's a door on the back end. And on the door that is ajar, there's a little hand hanging from the handle, and it's like a skeletal hand. A fucking skeletal hand hanging from the door handle. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you, cause like bacon's going so fast I closed everything else. Okay, so no, you're fine. So the painting, yes, I'm gonna have you roll a perception check really quick for the painting, since you're kind of like looking at it, right? And moving it and interacting with it. Yeah, so you move it, there's nothing behind it. Your roll kind of sucked, but I'll give it to you anyways. There is a little piece of paper kind of sticking out between the backing and the frame of the painting. All right. It says, it's just like a one little ripped off piece of parchment, and it says, tomorrow, midnight, the vault. And that's it. That's all it says. All right. Okay. All right. So Tavros, new character. Who dis? The room you're in, it's like reinforced, and it has like shelves lining all of the walls. And a lot of them still have like little lock boxes on the shelves. Other than that, it's mostly empty. So it looks like a vault of some sort. And there are stains on the floor in a trail that leads back the direction that you came from. Oh, I'm sorry. The trail leads in this direction. My bad. I suck. I really should just leave this thing like open permanently. Okay, perception from you. Yeah, I mean, so it just like this trail of like whatever on the floor just leads to this back wall, and you can't really figure it out. Okay. Yeah. This is so hard. I wish it was all automatic. It was way easier when we did Rick and Morty. Okay. All right. Okay, so you open that door, and the next room looks like it used to be like really luxurious. There's like a giant rug covering the floor, but it's all moth-eaten and stained now. And then there's a fireplace against the north wall, technically, but for us that would be west. And in there's like a dead fern in a pot by the wall over here. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And a really fucked up chair and a fucked up desk. Okay, and that's everything that's in here. You do not see any monkeys. Oh, sure. What is everybody else doing while Tavros is kind of going through all the rooms?
I'm just following Tavros.
Yeah, so it just looks like a hand that was once attached to the doorknob and has fully decayed into like a very skeletal hand. If you look at like the bone of it, it looks like it was sliced like very cleanly. Like a nice clean, somebody got their hand chopped off while it was holding on to this door. Of course. Alright, so you open that door. Hang on, give me 1 second. Sorry, I have got, like, it's really hard to do this. I'm using only one monitor because I'm streaming tonight, and I'm just not used to one monitor DMing. Okay, so that door. Thanks for the follow, Greek45. That door opens up into like a little hallway, and there's a staircase that goes up to the second story.
Yep, same. Follow along.
Whoops. Oh man, I just realized I had you guys muted on the stream for like a long time, and I'm really dumb. Dang it. That sucks. Sorry, stream, chat. Sorry. You guys couldn't hear the players there for a little bit. Okay. What was your... I'm sorry, I missed the last thing that was said.
We were looking for Tavros.
Tavros. Where did Tavros go? Are you going upstairs with him?
Mhm.
Okay.
Come on, Tavros, let's find monkeys.
Alright, so the second story map is kind of just like north on this actual map image. Do you guys see where your tugas got moved to?
Yes.
Okay.
To the far east.
Yeah. All right. So this hallway is like, it smells like smoke and mold and rot. There's a bunch of holes in the ceiling above you guys, and some of the windows are a little broken. There are some of the walls are kind of like just down to like the frames almost. And there's a lot of rooms that you can see like from where you are. Some of the doors and like whole portions of the walls are just like gone. So yeah, that'd be the description for this room.
Do I hear any movement or sounds or anything? Other than us, obviously.
Yeah, so if you guys are all like shh and like stay quiet for like, you know, a minute, you think you can hear something kind of rustling around. But as soon as you guys like move or breathe too loudly, it like stops.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
Sure, let's do, we'll get a check for that. From everybody. Bum, bum. All right, Cass and Zefran, you guys hear it the best, and you think it's coming from the east, and by that I mean the map east, not like our east.
To the right.
Yeah, to the right. Thanks. Fucking stupid ass map. Man, I don't know if like my.
I whispered to Tavish, pointing towards the right. Bad guy.
Quietly.
Yeah, so it's like as soon as you guys like talk a little or whatever, you don't hear anything, and then as soon as everybody's quiet, you just hear like a little rustle, rustle, rustle. I'm not very good at making sounds. So yeah, what do you guys do? What is everybody kind of doing?
Maybe we should try and sneak up on it.
I don't know. I think it hears us. I say we send Tavros after it.
Send the big guy to distract him.
Yeah.
Take the money.
Talk to me. Oh, actually, I think Bacon has to go now, so we'll probably pick up here next week.
How much more is there?
Sorry?
How much more is there?
I mean, at least like 40, 20, 30, 40 minutes, give or depending.
Yeah.
There's like combat and stuff.
And if you
so-
want to play my character, he's dumb. Just stab things. It's
No,
just gonna
no,
be
no. I
something
don't
you
want.
can
I don't
try.
want you to miss out on stuff.
Yeah.
But this is a good stopping point because you guys haven't gotten any fights yet or anything like that, and fights always take forever. You guys know how combat goes. So yeah, we'll just end it here. I want to thank everybody in Twitch chat for coming in and watch our game and for joining us. We will be back next week, same time, so Saturday, 8 p.m. Central is what time we start. Next week we'll probably go the full length all the way till 11. Unless there's an issue. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and if you stick around, I'm just gonna find somebody in my tabletop network to raid or host, so you can check out their channels. Thanks everybody.